Welcome guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to get a nice and big bank balance in nations like this one, like the Netherlands, who just don't have the financial muscle to keep up with the big dogs like the English teams or like a Real Madrid or Barcelona. So as you can see, um, I made a very nice profit, and how I did that I am going to show you right now, and it works with every nation that you play in as long as you have a little bit of patience. So the first thing actually that you want to have is a little bit on the setup before you start the save game. I am going to show you right now. So when you are setting up your game and you are in this screen, for example, you want to go to this tab and press on Advanced Database. Then go to Divisions, South America and Brazil. Then you press whichever division that you want, so first division for example, and then you just tick all of these divisions, and then that's it. That's all it is. So all the players from those divisions will be loaded and there will be new regions for these divisions. Okay, so you don't have to have the leagues loaded as long as you have it in the background loaded up. So they are not playable leagues, but you can look at the players because the youth intakes still produce players for all these leagues. So what you do is go to major clubs, just on reputation rating, and then you scroll down till about around here, and then you just look at the key players. That's all you do. Now I am a little bit in the future, so this guy is good but not good enough for me anymore, but chances are high that he is a championship ready player. What I will be looking for are like the young players. So this one is 20 years old, already the best player in his club, and you get him for a cheap price, 13,000. That's what I mean. And when you go more down, you can see here training facilities are pretty decent, and he's 21 years old. You can scout him, and when you scout him, just when the first report is in, you just cancel the scout priorities on the player, you cancel the scouting, and then you wait for the next one to come in. And they don't have to have the best personalities, they don't have to be your exact type of player, they just need to have a good potential, because this is how it looks in the future. So I will show you in my transfer history. So if we start here, so I bought players and I sold them for 4.5 million, and I think right here I made the jump up to the Eredivisie, so the highest league in the Netherlands, and I just didn't have the money. I wanted to have the money to buy like big players. This was my biggest player at the time, a Brazilian, and it just occurred to me that all the Brazilians have high potential, because Brazil is the nation with the highest potential ability in the game. So what I did next year was this. I bought players for 34 million. This was the first time that I tried it, so this isn't the final product yet. Oh, it's actually the next year. This one, yeah. No, this one. This is the one. So only in 2 years ago, and I made so much profit. I will show you now. This is the first year, so I didn't make that much profit yet. But here, as you can see, all of these, a lot of them were free or really cheap transfers. For example, this guy. And let's look at him. So I bought Alan. Oh, fuck. I bought Alan for, what was it? 89k. And I sold him for 7 million. Now that is what I did. So I bought all of these players and I loaned them out until the value has risen, and then I sold them. So as you can see here, I made a little bit of profit, but the next year I made 100 million profit, and then the year after that I made 80 million profit. And that's not taking into account this year, and I still have a lot of players out on loan, and yeah, I've just made so much profit. Last season 77 million, this season 8 million, because this season I thought I had enough money, but this is just the way for me to do it. Um, and yeah, it's a really fun way, because sometimes the players that you are buying to sell, for example this guy, I bought this guy for 250k, and loan him out just to bump his value up to maybe sell him in the future. But look at his value right now, 42 million. Yeah, that's what I mean. He is a Eredivisie player, and he can become a little bit better, it says, but look at this. I don't like him because he's inconsistent, but 7 Ivorian caps, he is just a really good player, a potential elite midfielder. So I don't know yet if I will put him in my team or make a nice payday on him, but he is one of the examples. And if we look at maybe one more example from a Brazilian, this guy, I don't know. Yeah, so he's Eredivisie standard as well. He's model citizen. He's worth between 6 and 9 million, and yeah, his stats look really good. Not for me, of course, for my team, but for any other team, he looks brilliant. He is even, I think, nearly at Premier League level if I look at this. So yeah, he is a really good player. So that is how I did it. Just in the lower leagues of Brazil, all the players have high potential, most of the time high current ability, and when you loan them out to other teams in your league or leagues around you, their value will rise and you will make a lot of profit on them. You need to be patient. You need to wait, for most players, 1 or 2 years, but then, as you can see, I went from, in 2029, from 70 million all the way to 288 million. So it really works. I hope this video helped you, and I hope to see you in the next one.